Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Wednesday, y'all. We have made it halfway through the week. I hope that you all had an amazing week thus far. And today is Wednesday. On Wednesdays, I like to drop some wisdom and inspiration just to get us through the week, through whatever we're facing, because I know. But today I'm going to share some wisdom. But if this is the first time tuning into one of my videos, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome. My name is Latasha Brown. I am the owner of Latasha Brown Consulting, the founder of the Budget Pusher blog, and the creator of the Uncover Your Financial Vision Budget Planner. Welcome, girl. Thank you for tuning in. Well, should I say women and men, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. My hopes is that you leave feeling informed, inspired, and ignited, and that you leave feeling filled up with hope that you landed in a safe space, because listen, this here channel is a no judgment zone. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Welcome. May you come back and rock it out with your girl. And if you're not new, welcome back. Thank you for rocking it out with me. Let's grow together. So today, we're going to share some wisdom, some inspiration, some motivation, just to get us pumped up, fueled up, to get through, break through whatever we're going through. And today's message is inspired by my son. And he said something to me that resonated with me, that made me have a flashback that I want to dig deep in to this message with. But he said, you're always assuming, but you're never asking. Okay? That resonated with me, and I want to share a little bit more and lean into that a little bit further. So let's dive in, y'all. So y'all, first, before I dive in, do me a big favor. Hit that like button. Drop a comment, engage with me. Let me know if this was helpful. Let me know, your thoughts, engage with me. Let's connect. Let's grow together. Let's continue to grow together. Subscribe to my channel. On this channel, you will find topics such as budgeting, saving money, marriage and money, motherhood and money, financial goals, paying off debt, earning money, all that great things that's concerning your personal finances. So subscribe to my channel, bang on that notification bell so that you're notified when I drop another video, because it gets good. So you don't want to miss out on the good. So y'all, now my grandmother passed in January, right? And my son had a really, really strong bond, which we all had a strong bond with our grandmother. And as I was grieving, and going through just the process of, losing my grandmother, it was very, very hard. And I did not really lean into the fact that, my kids are going through too, not only with just grieving the death of our grandmother, but also just this whole pandemic, virtual learning, being pulled away from the things that they love, such as sports and different things, not being in school with their friends, all of that stuff, the disconnect. And it tends to cause some emotional issues within your children. And while you're dealing with your own stuff, sometimes you forget that, your children or you assume that everyone else is good, and you're just really just focusing on your own, and you just assume, right? And so, my son has been having a hard time, and we was having a conversation, and he said, Mom, you always assume, but you never ask. And that is so true, and that resonated with me, because of how many times, and I'm asking you, how many times have you assumed something, but you never ask? I'm raising my hand to that. Even with this situation, I assume that he was okay, but I never asked. I assume this about him, but I never asked. And so that was a learning experience with myself. We cannot walk through life assuming things, but in order for us to really know the truth, and the full honest truth about something, you have to ask. And you have to be willing to receive the truth. You know, sometimes through life, through different stages of our lives, sometimes we just go with the assumption. And sometimes we don't even want to know the truth. And that even goes when it comes to our goals, you know, our financial goals. A lot of times I will sit with clients and they will assume that budgeting is hard. They will assume that paying off debt is hard. They will assume that saving money is hard. But they never ask, how can I do a certain thing that fits my situation? So we have to make sure and be mindful and be intentional with asking the questions. And if I can just reflect back, I remember I was in a particular department on my job, and I was literally doing the job, but every time when I applied for the position, I did not get the job. I was rejected. Most times I was rejected with no explanation. But you know what? I didn't even ask. I just assumed that I wasn't a good fit. I just assumed that I wasn't able to do the job. I would just assume that I wasn't good enough. And then I started asking for feedback. And that shifted everything. Because every time that I would apply and I get rejected, I would ask for feedback. I would go to the hiring manager, ask for feedback. And then I used that feedback to help me grow into the person I needed to be to get the position. Y'all, I was rejected 12 times. And then I applied again and got the position because I used all of that feedback. I asked the questions and used all of that feedback to help me grow, to help me develop, to equip me in order for me to get that position. I got the position. I was in the position for a year, and then I got a greater position that really positioned me financially. So I say all of that to say that we cannot assume, we cannot make assumptions, but we have to ask the questions. So when it comes to your goals, when it comes to your financial goals, when it comes to your financial journey, ask yourself the questions. Who do I need to become, or what do I need to do in order to get to the place that I want to be? Don't make the assumption that you cannot do it. Don't assume that it's too hard. Ask the questions, seek accountability, seek help, seek support so that you can be equipped, so that you can do what you need to do or learn what you need to know in order to position yourself to achieve the goal. And that goes along with my children. I can't assume that my children are okay. And when behaviors change, I can't assume certain things. I have to ask the questions. Hey, are you all right? Hey, are you okay? And I have to be open to whatever the answer is in order to help and guide and direct them. And that's how we have to be with ourselves. Ask ourselves the questions. Don't just assume that you're not good enough. Don't just assume that you can't do it. Don't just assume that you don't have the ability to do it. Ask yourself the questions and answer the question and do what you need to do to get it done because you are capable. So I hope that this Wednesday wisdom resonates with you, that it was helpful, that it gives you the inspiration, even the motivation to do what you need to do and not just assume, but ask. All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Friday, I will be diving into a topic I'm so passionate about that I'm going to be sharing with you and giving you some tips on. So tune in. Make sure you hit that notification button so that you will not miss out onto what's to come. And I thank you all for your support. I thank you all for tuning in, and I thank you all for rocking it out with me. All right, I hope you all have an amazing day. Be blessed. Drop the assumptions and ask. Talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.